Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. I guess this is a mid-month, or whenever you kind of guided to watch this. Let's kind of pull some energy here. I'm going to do my version of a Celtic cross. We're going to get some your energy, maybe a challenge. I really feel like these are more on a soul level. You guys know I don't read drama tarot. So, I don't know. Let's see what comes out here. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and your rising sign. Something's changing. Okay. That was a horrible shuffle, universe. Can you please assist me with a better shuffle? Thank you. Let's dive into this. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your energy. 8 of Cups. Everybody's getting this. I'm telling you, this Pluto energy is like waves of like, what direction do I go into? I like it, and then you pull back, and then you like it, and then you pull back. Every sign has had this so far. Keep into context here. That's your energy here. There's something deeper you want. You're looking for something deeper. Let's continue. Your challenge position, it's the Hierophant. You're not learning the lessons. What is beneath you that is not working out in your favor? What is behind you? What is above you that is working in your favor, and what you don't see coming? Of course, I said I don't do drama tarot, and here we go. There's something here deeper that you're looking for, you're yearning for. Your energy is really telling me that there's something that you're exploring, you're finding the deeper meaning to something. And I do readings for self, so you're trying to find the deeper meaning to your life. What direction you want to go into, maybe very well can be emotions. Your challenge position is the Hierophant, is you're not seeing the lessons. Some of you might be repeating things. And the reason I say that is because what's beneath you that's not working in your favor is like you keep putting yourself in a stuck position, right? It's like this here looks like a cycle to me. I want something deeper, but I'm not learning the lessons, and I keep putting myself in a corner. This is your own doing. You put yourself in this position here if it's not working out in your favor. I'm not saying that you're in that position. Putting yourself in a position where you think that you're stuck, or that you can't go anywhere, or you can't move on from it, or you can't get out of that is you. It really is you. And above you, what's working in your favor is the Wounded Warrior. With the Hierophant here, it's like this really tells me here that you are learning things the hard way. You have to keep repeating the same cycle and keep getting wounded in order for you to understand something here, but yet you keep doing it over and over again. You're putting yourself in this repeating cycle. Like, if I just look at this, it's like, yes, I want more. No, I didn't learn a lesson, so I'm going to tell myself that I'm stuck, and I'm going to feel like I'm the victim and I'm wounded, and you're the one that's feeling the pain. And then you go through it again, and then you go through it again. Whatever pain that might be, or the lesson, it doesn't have to be like that drastic as pain, but it very well can just be like, how many times are you going to beat yourself up about the same thing? In the past position is Ace of Pentacles. Right? You always do get opportunities. Wow, that just came to me. You always do get opportunities to make your exit strategy, or to go down a different direction, or you get opportunities. And I think that you might be putting yourself in the same cycle here, right? So just really pull back for a second here. And even in this future position, yours reading is different. This really tells me here that like you're going to have to defend yourself again. You get opportunities to do things differently, and in the future is you're going to have to defend yourself again. There's always going to be competition. There's always going to be rivalry. There's always going to be someone else or something else, or that's life. We have to deal with other people, and they might not necessarily go up against how you believe or what you believe, but this is like a massive cycle. Like the universe is giving you and has always given you opportunities to do things different, but there's just repeating of a little cycle here. It very well, I feel like this isn't even going to resonate for like this moment. Like pull back for a second. That's what I wanted to say, is pull back and take a look at all aspects of your life. Like, okay, what can I do different so that I don't repeat the same cycle, or do I see a pattern that's about to happen here? to avoid this. I don't know if you're necessarily in this. I think this is more of like awareness. Be aware of that energy. You have more control over it than you think. Tell me about this. Tell me about this Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups. You're loyal. You're very loyal to yourself and going down a deeper path. Right? It's coming from a good space. The direction you want to go into and the more you want to explore, it's really coming from an internal, like, this is just what it feels good for me. Something about the Hierophant. The lessons that it's in the challenge position. Maybe you feel like there's an aspect that you don't have control over it. Right? Maybe there's an aspect here that you just don't feel like you're grasping it. Maybe you're not getting it. Maybe it's still a little all over the place and it's not necessarily aligned yet. It's still all over the place. But the lesson has the capability, right? You can change that challenge position by actually controlling and dictating the next moves. If you start to see yourself putting yourself in a victim mentality and you feel like you're about to be wounded again. Right? It's because it's above you what's working in your favor. But in this context, it's like you're going to be wounded again and then you'll just learn the lesson, right? Maybe that's how you learn here. Learn the hard way. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. You could be addicted to playing the victim role. It's always them, it's always them. Right? This isn't working out for you. It's not working in your favor. Detach yourself from that victim mentality. Detach yourself from feeling like people are putting you in a position or in a corner, or you're putting yourself in a corner, right? This just really tells me that this is a cycle. Oh my God, this is a cycle, right? There's just an aspect of you attaching to the victim mindset. And that's not working out for you in the bottom position. I'm not saying you are, but that aspect, what is not working out for you is not playing dumb, not playing victim, not playing like you didn't know. This is repeating here. If this energy is flowing with you and you're liking it and you're commenting, I really feel like this is an awareness. I'm not saying, I don't even feel like this is physically happening right now. I think that just take a look at that. Am I about to put myself in a corner? Do I like that? Do I keep doing that to myself? Tell me about this Nine of Wands. Five of Wands. Your belief systems are working in your favor here. You continuously continue to beat yourself up, but I think it's actually solidifying where you stand. You are having to defend yourself. Let me be brutally honest here. Two cards that talk about, one is wounded and the other one is like, I have to defend myself, which tells me that what's working in your favor is standing up for yourself. Even if you're taking the hit, stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you believe, your internal belief systems. It's working out in your favor. Even if you might not see it physically, or it might seem like that's not going to work for me later on, it's working for your internal, on the inside. Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands. That really says like you learn through some aspect of suffering here. But things quickly shift, right? It's like almost you got to put yourself in a position, almost put yourself in a position of maybe some chaos for you to learn a lesson here, which it doesn't come easy to everybody. I learned the hard way. Let's put it like that, right? I'm not even a fire sign or have that much fire in my chart. And I learned the hard way, but it's actually working out for you. Some of you might learn the hard way here, but I promise you that's working out for you. Everything is an opportunity for learning lessons. It's a learning lesson. You know, everything's not just given to you. We wouldn't be watching tarot if everything was just given to us. We wouldn't be looking for guidance and tapping into spirituality to try to be someone that we used to be if it wasn't for things in our life that didn't teach us a lesson. It's solidifying where you stand through trial and error. And tell me about this Five of Wands. And trial and error is not bad. Don't beat yourself up and play this victim. Oh man, I should have known better. Forget that. Throw that out the window, right? Untangle, pull, and release that. It's just another opportunity to learn about how I naturally gravitate towards what I naturally gravitate towards, or how I put myself, or how I talk about myself when things go differently because I haven't learned the lesson quite yet, or a lesson that you might be learning here. I really feel like you pull back and you're going to come back to this and be like, oh, okay, Alvin, I think there's something here that I need to see. That is what I'm talking about. There's something here that you need to see. Tell me about this Five of Wands. In the future position, what you don't see coming. Justice, right? An aspect of information. See, there's always going to be competition. There's always going to be things. There's always going to be people that are going to be unfair to you, right? Libra energy is really about balancing the scales and true balance in some sort of way. And sometimes not everyone is going to see you in that light. But you're always going to be up against people. More information very well might be coming in, right? There's always like a legality component. Like you really can't, like, it's something that you can't control. Other people you cannot control. What they say and how they think you cannot control. So don't take that as like, oh, I failed. Oh, I'm going to play the victim now. It's not about that. It's not about that. That's out of your control. So be careful on the story that you're telling yourself. And how this learning opportunity has come around maybe again. Let's get some guidance here. The Eight of Wands really tells me, like, you've seen this coming. Like, you've seen it coming. Transformation. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that card. And aloneness. Interesting. I might read both. Let's see what this transformation. This is guidance, so keep that into context here. I'm going to skim through this. Master Zen is not simply a teacher. In all the religions, there are only teachers. They teach you about subjects which you don't know, and they ask you to believe because there is no way to bring those experiences into object reality. Neither has the teacher known them. He has believed them. He transfers his belief to someone else. Zen is not a believer's world. It is not for faithful ones. It is for those daring souls who can drop all belief, unbelief, doubt, reason, mind, and simply enter into a pure existence without boundaries. It is authentic alchemy. It changes you from base metal into gold. It has language that needs to be understood, not with your reasoning or intellectual mind, but your loving heart. Or even just listening, not bothering, whether it is true or not, and a moment comes, suddenly you see it, which has been eluding you your whole life. Suddenly, what Buddha called $84,000 open. You have to believe it, my friend. If you haven't read The Alchemist, because he referenced that, and I understand where that's coming from, it's an aspect of belief. It's like you can do so much physical work. If you believe you're an alchemist and you can create anything, then it will happen. You're transforming here. Maybe your belief systems here need to change here. Believe that you can learn the lesson here and transform what you have learned. right? Sitting in a space of aloneness. You're never really alone because the light is still shining there. Big aspect of belief here. Guidance is you have to believe. You want to transform, you got to believe that you can transform. From the fallback deck, keep being you. What others say or do is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take anything personally. It drains your energy. And maybe that's why you keep repeating the cycle, because you're taking criticism very hard on, on yourself, or what other people say about you, is why you put yourself in this stuck position and you attach to that and you stick to what people say. Give freely, support others, give expecting nothing in return. You give so much, and then it comes out being a lesson for you. You expect nothing in return. And I see the pattern here. Maybe some of you could very well be like, well, I'm tired of giving. I'm tired of wanting more and not receiving more. An aspect here of believing that you are capable and worthy of receiving more. Even from people that you can't control, other people. It's hard to live a life when other people always have something to say, or some legal component, or some hierarchy that, they're the decision makers, or they're the ones they're being fair for themselves. But when is it fair for you? I get that. You gotta believe it. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.